Hi everyone, Farmer Robbie here from Cannon Hall Farm. Good evening. Sorry to disturb you, but something pretty special has just happened. I was just literally got ready for bed, and I just thought I'm just gonna check that camera because I've been watching Bambi, and she'd been restless today. So I thought I'm gonna keep an eye on her, and I have been doing throughout the evening. I came down here at sort of tea time, and just after tea, and spent a bit of time checking around and doing stuff. We're getting extra provision made for animals going to the Yorkshire Show. We're doing extra feeding, and I just thought she's restless, you know. But she didn't look totally bagged up, but I thought, you know, it's not impossible. So I checked the camera. So I was just about to go to bed. And I thought, she's so funny. You know, and I looked again, and I put HD on instead of low definition. And I thought, she's falling. I said to Julie, she's falling. And I said, right, I'm going down, I'll see you on the other side. Come on, Power. You just come away from that gate. And I literally just got here now, right? And this is no exaggeration. And that foal was shrouded in a thick membrane. And it was breathing inside that membrane like you would in an oxygen tent. That's exactly what it was like. And I just thought, oh my God. And Bambi stood looking at it. And I thought, what if that membrane never broke? What if she never broke it? What if the foal wasn't strong enough to break it? So I obviously broke it, and this beautiful head appeared. And Bambi then started licking it, and you know, all being well, things will be champion from here on in. But you know, just that moment, you know, all that work, 12 months work, can be gone in a heartbeat, can't it? With a bit of bad luck. So pretty chuffed with that. So I'm going to spend a bit of time making sure it's okay. I'm going to nip and get some anti-inflammatories and pain relief for Bambi. I do that routinely, just so that she can pass a placenta without any pain, and that the foal can suckle without annoying her. You know, it's a good bed for it to take its first steps on. I'll dip its navel. All these things are to do before we go to bed now. But and I want to see it feed, just like that one over there. Look at that. That's what we want for this little mite over the next couple of hours. So we'll check, see if it's a boy or a girl. And there's a fly biting my leg, actually. That's the downside of shorts, isn't it? You leave yourself open to fly bites. Whew, so I expected to be going nicely to sleep at the moment, but this is our farming life, isn't it? It's what we do. And what a joy to see such a thing. And when it's born safely and happily like that, there's nothing better in the world. So tomorrow, if anyone's interested, we're playing cricket at Cawthorne Cricket Club. A charity match in aid of the Limbo Foundation, a foundation and charity that exists to support children and families who are born with limb differences, and it really is a wonderful thing and does wonderful work for all these children. So we're really chuffed to be associated and helping them out. You see, she's going to go down now, isn't she? And she's looking to pass a placenta. You can just read the body language. You know, she's just ignoring the fall for a moment because she's got after pain. So I won't be overly long here because I want to go and get that Metacam and get a, you know, I wouldn't do it just yet because I wanted to spend some time licking the foal. Don't want to put her off. But I won't delay too long either. So please give us a share if you possibly can. Send this new life. And it's not the biggest little donkey, is it, that, in the world? In fact, it's far from the biggest little donkey. It's a little donkey, and it's quite slight. But hopefully it'll have enough strength to stand up and find the teat. That's what we want. But it's a little one. Philip's saying, is it twins? Crikey. It's possible. Oh my goodness. It's either twins or a placenta. That will put us about, won't it, if it has another one? Crikey. What are we going to do with that? God, it's put fear of God into me, that. I never thought about twins. Anyway, if it is, we'll deal with it. But it's only a little. Anyway, we'll hang about and see. So 1,500 people watching, and we should know in the not too distant future. Because the one thing about donkeys, you know, they're not scanned, and to be honest, even if they are, like the two cows were scanned, weren't they, and nothing was shown. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, whatever will be, and we'll deal with it. Pat says, hi Farmer Rob, congratulations on the birth of this new arrival. Call it Thumper, says Lulu. And Sally says, have you ever had twin donkeys? We haven't. But she still looks quite big, doesn't she? I think it's eminently possible. But she didn't look that massive before, but oh, goodness knows. Anyway, it'll be what it'll be. But I'd rather it weren't twins. But only because I want the best for the baby. Oh, yes. And what do you think? Eh? So Bambi is overtaken. We thought Pearl was the next, that one there. But Bambi overtook her, and Philip and I swapped them over this morning. Bernie says, did you ask Mystic Roger? I didn't. I think Mystic Roger will be asleep now. Anyway, we'll know in a few minutes, won't we? What's making all the noise, says Doreen, one of the others. So there's a nice bonding going on at the moment, isn't it? Nice bonding. She's very calm. But she did ignore it a moment or two ago, but that was only because it was either after pains or another one being born. One or the other, we'll know in a minute. Oh, nearly up. Trying to stand up. Definitely seeing bigger foals. Not tiny. It's not by no means unviable, not at all. But it's not big. Naomi says, yes, it's rare and can be quite dangerous for babies. And Mum, well, Mum's got to this point now, hasn't she? So I think from her point of view, as long as if there is a second one, as long as that's born. Christine says, is Gary the dad? Absolutely not, thank goodness. I think it's Winston. It's got his DNA all over it. And Marion says, lovely to see. Lynn says, nice surprise before bed. Beverly thinks the baby should be called Flower. Oops. Over we go. Oh, it's trapped on its side. I'll not let it struggle. Oh, it's rightened itself. Lovely bonding, says Janet. Ellen says lovely to see. So I am always watching. Can't watch every minute of the day, but I'm always watching. You know, I watch on regular. I watch a lot. She's having a bit of a strain there. I mean, I don't think that membrane's the placenta, is it? Or is it? Anyway, we'll watch for a little while longer before we start having a look at anything. Lovely markings, says Ellen. And it's properly finding its feet now, isn't it? It's wanting to be up. 0.5%, 100 stars, thank you. Philippa says, who is the dad? Beautiful markings. The dad is Winston. Joanna says, lovely baby, watching from Lake Como. I've been to Lake Garda. Super cute, says Paula. And Melissa says, will you put a coat on this one overnight? Well, it's not cold, is it? And it needs to dry. I'll see how it goes. I'll check the temperature, see what it's going to get down to. If it's Winston, it will be noisy. Winston's already had a bray when I arrived. Janet says hello from Aberdeen, Scotland, on holiday from Ontario, Canada. Fabulous, welcome. And Linda says, hope not twins, will be even more hard work for you can't sleep. It's up. How lovely, never seen such a small calf. A small foal. And Pauline says, congratulations on another new arrival. Thank you. This is so lovely to see after a tough week for us. I lost my dear father-in-law, who's been in my life for almost 30 years. And that's from Anna Thornton. Anna, we're sending all our sympathies and love to you at this really difficult time. So again, Bambi's just having a moment to herself. She's just obviously feeling either an after pain or a contraction. I'm starting to lose a bit of battery. I'm down to 20%, so there's only so much I'll be able to show you folks, but I'll do all I can. Geraldine's waiting to see if there's another baby. Liz says so beautiful. Karen says keep them both safe. Love, Karen, I will. I'll stay with them until I'm not needed. And Susan says so cute. Lovely news for a Saturday night. Susan says beautiful little baby. Congratulations. And I've just had a message in from the person who's currently looking after Ted the bull, saying how well he's doing. Christine says, is the foal a little Jenny? There's a fly biting me like. I really don't want that biting. And Jane says, can definitely see this little beauty standing very, very soon. Such a wonderful new addition to the family from Doncaster. A lovely baby for Bambi, says Fiona. And Janet says, that umbilical cord looks long, isn't it supposed to be shorter? Yes, it normally breaks off. But the trouble is, when it's long like that, it can lead to a hernia. So I might have to tie that off and cut it. So that's another thing I might have to do. But at the moment, I'll just let Mum continue to lick it. 2,000 people watching now. Linda says, your start to Father's Day, Rob. Jean says, congratulations from Maryland, USA. Linda thinks call it Baby Beano. Mark says, new life is amazing. We spent day in New Forest and seen some baby donkeys today, from Mark in Gosport. Lovely. And Alison says, looks like a long umbilical cord. It does. So we'll probably got that to deal with. Elizabeth says, I've put the kettle on now. Eleanor says, what a beautiful little baby. So she still looks to have plenty going on inside her, doesn't she? I would say. I wouldn't be surprised to see another. But it's never happened before. So I suppose I would be surprised to see another. I'm not sure. Emma says it was nearly born on my birthday. Laura says, beautiful baby from California. And Diana says, welcome to the world, sweet baby, all the way from Kentucky, USA. So there's lots of followers from the other side of the Atlantic. So welcome to you all. Welcome to midnight in Barnsley, or nearly midnight, in Yorkshire, in the United Kingdom. Thank you for your interest. This is Bambi. And she's having another contraction, isn't she? So this is either after pains, placenta delivery, or another foal. What's it to be, guys? She's not got down and pushed again, has she? Which I thought she might have done if there was another foal on the way. Because when I was hastily pulling on my pants and shorts and shirt and top, she was down pushing, and when I got here, all the donkeys were braying, so I knew she'd had it, because that's what they always do. And it was just sat there in a shroud. The membrane was like a shroud, and I could see it breathing inside the membrane like a ventilator. And I just thought, oh my goodness, what if it ran out of oxygen in there, and slipped away if Bambi wasn't able to break that membrane, if the fall wasn't strong enough. You know, I'm sure most times they do, but you wouldn't want to wait and see, would you? You know, you'd always want to be there to help if required. So this little foal's not a million miles away from standing now. You're just willing them to get up, aren't you? Just willing them to have that coordination in the legs, and to be able to stand. And it's almost there, aren't you, Flower? Eh? She's contracting again. What's it to be, Flower? Eh? What's going on? There's nothing else appearing yet. I mean, I can have a little feel under her tummy. I'll probably be able to tell from that, but I'm keen not to upset her if I can help it. That's definitely a placenta. It doesn't look a very big one though. 2,100 people watching. A baby donkey trying to take its first steps, and us trying to work out whether Mum is having another or whether she's finished. It's Philip that's put the idea into my head. His message saying twins, which is a possibility, because it's not the biggest of foals. But I didn't look at her and think, oh crikey, she's like a house side, but neither is she slight either. So I wouldn't like to say which way I'm going to go on it, really. Anyway, it doesn't really matter which way I'm going to go. It only matters what she's going to have, doesn't it? So, hello, darling. Hello, beautiful. Now then, eh? Good girl. Good girl. Aren't you, eh? Can we have a little feel of your tummy? Now then. I can't feel anything else. I'm just gently pressing underneath the tummy, and I can't feel anything else there, so I'm maybe more inclined to think she's finished, and that's probably the placenta, and that what she needs now is is an anti-inflammatory and pain relief. So I think that's going to be next protocol anyway. Can a donkey have twins with two separate placentas? I would imagine so. But I'm sure there'd be someone out there who would know. Jill says bless. Claire says it would be amazing to see twins. That baby is Diddy. It's nearly up. So I need to sort that cord out, don't I? Because I don't want it. I don't want it to hernia. So I'm just going to move that placenta around with it, so it's not got all the weight on it. Press, it's a lovely little thing, isn't it? Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Aren't you beautiful, eh? Look at that. It's worth £1 million, isn't it, that? Eh? What a fabulous sight. We're just about up. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to say cheerio, guys, because I need to tie that... I need to get some stuff to tie that cord off and to cut it and to dip it in iodine and to do all the and to give her some Metacam, do all the things that we need to do. So what I promise to do, if she has another or looks like having another, I'll start another broadcast. But from Farmer Rob at Cannonall Farm, thank you for tuning in. I'm only going because I need to crack on and do what's needed to help this fall. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 7:30, for an update on Bambi's foal or foals. But if she has another, I'll come back at you tonight. So thanks for watching, everyone. Cheerio, sleep well, and see you soon. Bye-bye.